Afraid. Afraid. When someone is afraid, they feel fear.
The woman was afraid of what she saw. The woman was afraid of what she saw.
Agree. Agree. To agree is to say yes, or to think the same way.
The food is very good in that restaurant. I agree with you. The food is very good in that restaurant. I agree with you.
Angry. Angry. When someone is angry, they may want to speak loudly or fight.
She didn't do her homework, so her father is angry. She didn't do her homework, so her father is angry.
Arrive. Arrive. To arrive is to get to or reach some place.
The bus always arrives at the corner of my street at 4. The bus always arrives at the corner of my street at 4.
Attack. Attack. To attack is to try to fight or to hurt.
The man with the sword attacked the other man first. The man with the sword attacked the other man first.
Bottom. Bottom. The bottom is the lowest part.
The bottom of my shoe has a hole in it. The bottom of my shoe has a hole in it.
Clever. Clever. When someone is clever, they can solve a hard puzzle or problem.
The clever boy thought of a good idea. The clever boy thought of a good idea.
Cruel. Cruel. When someone is cruel, they do bad things to hurt others.
The cruel man yelled at his sister. The cruel man yelled at his sister.
Finally. Finally. If something happens finally, it happens after a long time or at the end.
He finally crossed the finish line after 5 hours of running. He finally crossed the finish line after 5 hours of running.
Hide. Hide. To hide is to try not to let others see you.
The other children will hide while you count to 100. The other children will hide while you count to 100.
Hunt. Hunt. To hunt is to look for or search for an animal to kill.
Long ago, people hunted with bows and arrows. Long ago, people hunted with bows and arrows.
Lot. Lot. A lot means a large number or amount of people, animals, things, etc.
There are a lot of apples in the basket. There are a lot of apples in the basket.
Middle. Middle. The middle of something is the center or halfway point.
The Canadian flag has a maple leaf in the middle of it. The Canadian flag has a maple leaf in the middle of it.
Moment. Moment. A moment is a second or a very short time.
I was only a few moments late for the meeting. I was only a few moments late for the meeting.
Pleased. Pleased. When someone is pleased, they are happy.
She was pleased with the phone call she received. She was pleased with the phone call she received.
Promise. Promise.
To promise is to say you will do something for sure.
He promised to return my key by tomorrow. He promised to return my key by tomorrow.
Reply. Reply. To reply is to give an answer or say back to someone.
She asked him what time his meeting was. He replied, at 3. She asked him what time his meeting was. He replied, at 3.
Safe. Safe. When a person is safe, they are not in danger.
Put on your seatbelt in the car to be safe. Put on your seatbelt in the car to be safe.
Trick. Trick. A trick is something you do to fool another person.
His card trick really surprised us. His card trick really surprised us.
Well. Well. You use well to say that something was done in a good way.
The couple can dance quite well. The couple can dance quite well.
Adventure. Adventure. An adventure is a fun or exciting thing that you do.
Riding in the rough water was an adventure. Riding in the rough water was an adventure.
Approach. Approach. To approach something means to move close to it.
The boy approached his school. The boy approached his school.
Carefully. Carefully. Carefully means with great attention, especially to detail or safety.
The baby carefully climbed down the stairs. The baby carefully climbed down the stairs.
Chemical. Chemical. A chemical is something that scientists use in chemistry.
The scientist mixed the chemicals. The scientist mixed the chemicals.
Create. Create. To create means to make something new.
She created an igloo from blocks of snow. She created an igloo from blocks of snow.
Evil. Evil. Evil describes something or someone bad or cruel, not good.
The evil figure scared us all. The evil figure scared us all.
Experiment. Experiment. An experiment is a test that you do to see what will happen.
The student did an experiment in science class. The student did an experiment in science class.
Kill. Kill. To kill someone or something is to make them die.
I killed the fly with a fly swatter. I killed the fly with a fly swatter.
Laboratory. Laboratory. A laboratory is a room where a scientist works.
My mother works in a laboratory. My mother works in a laboratory.
Laugh. Laugh. Laugh is the sound made when someone is happy or a funny thing occurs.
The sound of their laugh filled the room. The sound of their laugh filled the room.
Loud. Loud. If a sound is loud, it is strong and very easy to hear.
The man's voice was so loud that we all could hear him. The man's voice was so loud that we all could hear him.
Nervous. Nervous.
When a person is nervous, they think something bad will happen.
The boy became nervous when he heard the news. The boy became nervous when he heard the news.
Noise. Noise. A noise is an unpleasant sound.
The crying baby made a loud noise. The crying baby made a loud noise.
Project. Project.
A project is a type of work that you do for a school or a job.
His afternoon work project was to paint the room green. His afternoon work project was to paint the room green.
Scare. Scare. To scare someone is to make them feel afraid.
My uncle was scared by what he saw in the room. My uncle was scared by what he saw in the room.
Secret. Secret. A secret is something that you do not tell other people.
The two boys were sharing a secret. The two boys were sharing a secret.
Shout. Shout. To shout is to say something loudly.
My boss shouted at me because I was late for work. My boss shouted at me because I was late for work.
Smell. Smell. To smell something means to use your nose to sense it.
The two friends smelled the flower. The two friends smelled the flower.
Terrible. Terrible. If something is terrible, it is very bad.
The way he treated his classmate was terrible. The way he treated his classmate was terrible.
Worse. Worse. If something is worse, it is of poorer quality than another thing.
Business was worse this month than last month. Business was worse this month than last month.
Alien. Alien. An alien is a creature from a different world.
The alien came in peace. The alien came in peace.
Among. Among. If you are among certain things, they are all around you.
There was a red apple among the green ones. There was a red apple among the green ones.
Chart. Chart. A chart is a list of information.
We used a chart to see how we had improved. We used a chart to see how we had improved.
Cloud. Cloud. A cloud is a group of water drops in the sky.
The sky was filled with white clouds. The sky was filled with white clouds.
Comprehend. comprehend. To comprehend something is to understand it.
Henry could not comprehend the message. Henry could not comprehend the message.
Describe. Describe. To describe is to say or write what someone or something is like.
They described their tree as colorful, with gold ribbon and a star. They described their tree as colorful, with gold ribbon and a star.
Ever. Ever. Ever means at any time.
Going skiing last winter was the most fun I've ever had. Going skiing last winter was the most fun I've ever had.
Fail. Fail. To fail means you do not succeed in what you try to do.
Since he failed to get the job, he was sad. Since he failed to get the job, he was sad.
Friendly. Friendly. Friendly is behaving in a pleasant, kind way toward someone.
The friendly animals came up to the girl. The friendly animals came up to the girl.
Grade. Grade. A grade is a score or mark given to someone's work.
I managed to get good grades on my report card. I managed to get good grades on my report card.
Instead. Instead. Instead means in place of.
He ate the carrot instead of the ice cream. He ate the carrot instead of the ice cream.
Library. Library. A library is a place where you go to read books.
The library at school is full of books. The library at school is full of books.
Planet. Planet. A planet is a large round thing in space.
Saturn is the planet with the ring around it. Saturn is the planet with the ring around it.
Report. Report. A report is something students write for school.
Karen had trouble writing her report. Karen had trouble writing her report.
Several. Several. Several is more than two, but not many.
He had to read several books for class. He had to read several books for class.
Solve. Solve. To solve something is to find an answer to it.
All the students could easily solve the math problem. All the students could easily solve the math problem.
Suddenly. Suddenly. If something happens suddenly, it happens quickly and unexpectedly.
I was suddenly surprised by the cake my friends brought me. I was suddenly surprised by the cake my friends brought me.
Suppose. Suppose. To suppose is to guess.
I suppose I should go home now. I suppose I should go home now.
Universe. Universe. The universe is the known or supposed objects in space.
The universe is so large that it cannot be measured. The universe is so large that it cannot be measured.
View. View. To view is to look at something.
Michael likes to view himself in the mirror. Michael likes to view himself in the mirror.
Appropriate. Appropriate. When a thing is appropriate, it is right or normal.
It's appropriate to wear a suit when you go to the office. It's appropriate to wear a suit when you go to the office.
Avoid. Avoid. To avoid something is to stay away from it.
Avoid the broken bottle on the floor. Avoid the broken bottle on the floor.
Behave. Behave. To behave is to act in a particular way, especially to be good.
She always behaves well when her father is around. She always behaves well when her father is around.
Calm. Calm. When someone is calm, they do not get excited or upset.
A nice warm bath makes me feel so calm. A nice warm bath makes me feel so calm.
Concern. Concern. Concern is a feeling of worry.
I was filled with concern after reading the newspaper. I was filled with concern after reading the newspaper.
Content. Content. To be content is to be happy and not want more.
The baby looked very content sitting on the floor. The baby looked very content sitting on the floor.
Expect. Expect. If you expect something to happen, you believe it will happen.
I expect the bus to be here very soon. I expect the bus to be here very soon.
Frequently. Frequently.
When something happens frequently, it happens often.
We meet frequently, either at the beginning or ending of the week. We meet frequently, either at the beginning or ending of the week.
Habit. Habit.
A habit is a thing that you do often.
Smoking is a bad habit that can kill you. Smoking is a bad habit that can kill you.
Instruct. Instruct. To instruct is to teach.
My teacher instructs us in several subjects. My teacher instructs us in several subjects.
Issue. Issue. An issue is an important topic.
The men spoke about issues that were important to the people. The men spoke about issues that were important to the people.
None. None. None means not any of someone or something.
He spent all his money. There is none left. He spent all his money. There is none left.
Patient. Patient. If a person is patient, they don't become angry or upset easily.
I had to be patient and wait until 5 o'clock to leave. I had to be patient and wait until 5 o'clock to leave.
Positive. Positive. If something is positive, it is good.
She has a positive future ahead of her after finishing college. She has a positive future ahead of her after finishing college.
Punish. Punish. To punish means to make someone suffer for breaking the rules or laws.
To punish me, my teacher had me stand in the corner. To punish me, my teacher had me stand in the corner.
Represent. Represent. To represent is to speak or act for a person or group.
My lawyer will represent me in court. My lawyer will represent me in court.
Shake. Shake. To shake is to move back and forth or up and down quickly.
When people shake hands, it usually means they agree. When people shake hands, it usually means they agree.
Spread. Spread. To spread is to move quickly to more places.
I like to spread butter on my toast. I like to spread butter on my toast.
Stroll. Stroll. To stroll means to walk slowly and calmly.
My dog and I strolled through the park today. My dog and I strolled through the park today.
Village. Village. A village is a very small town.
There are only a few houses in my village. There are only a few houses in my village.
Aware. Aware.
If you are aware of something, you know about it.
I was not aware of the ringing phone. I was not aware of the ringing phone.
Badly. Badly. Badly means in a severe or harmful way.
He hurt his arm badly playing with friends. He hurt his arm badly playing with friends.
Belong. Belong. If something belongs to you, you own it.
The blue suit belongs to Paul. The blue suit belongs to Paul.
Continue. Continue.
To continue something is to keep doing it.
She stood under her umbrella as the rain continued to fall. She stood under her umbrella as the rain continued to fall.
Error. Error. An error is something you do wrong.
I made an error on my report, so my boss was angry. I made an error on my report, so my boss was angry.
Experience. Experience.
An experience is something you have seen or done.
Rock climbing was a fun experience. Rock climbing was a fun experience.
Field. Field. A field is a big area of land.
The field of flowers looks so pretty. The field of flowers looks so pretty.
Hurt. Hurt. To hurt is to do something that makes you feel pain.
She hurt her leg falling down the stairs. She hurt her leg falling down the stairs.
Judgment. Judgment. Judgment is the ability to form opinions or decisions.
It's good judgment to recycle your aluminum cans. It's good judgment to recycle your aluminum cans.
Likely. Likely. If something likely happens, it will probably happen.
I will likely stay at home and watch TV tonight. I will likely stay at home and watch TV tonight.
Normal. Normal. If something is normal, it is not strange nor surprising to you.
It is normal for me to bathe every night. It is normal for me to bathe every night.
Rare. Rare. If something is rare, you do not see it very often.
It is rare for him to miss his flight. It is rare for him to miss his flight.
Relax. Relax. To relax is to rest.
The frog relaxed in the warm sun. The frog relaxed in the warm sun.
Request. Request. To request something is to ask for it.
The little girl requested a special gift from Santa Claus. The little girl requested a special gift from Santa Claus.
Reside. Reside. To reside means to live somewhere permanently or for a long time.
My brother and his family reside in a lovely house on the beach. My brother and his family reside in a lovely house on the beach.
Result. Result. A result is something that happens because of something else.
As a result of all the rain, the man had to climb on the roof. As a result of all the rain, the man had to climb on the roof.
Roll. Roll. To roll is to move by turning over and over.
You must roll the ball into the pins when you bowl. You must roll the ball into the pins when you bowl.
Since. Since. Since is used to talk about a past event still happening now.
Since 1992, he has been driving that car. Since 1992, he has been driving that car.
Visible. Visible. If something is visible, it can be seen.
The moon and stars were visible in the night sky. The moon and stars were visible in the night sky.
Wild. Wild. If something is wild, it is found in nature.
You should be careful around a fox because it is a wild animal. You should be careful around a fox because it is a wild animal.
Advantage. Advantage. An advantage is something that helps you.
Being tall is an advantage to a basketball player. Being tall is an advantage to a basketball player.
Cause. Cause. To cause is to make something happen.
The cold weather caused her to get sick. The cold weather caused her to get sick.
Choice. Choice. A choice is the act or possibility of picking something.
I had my choice of 5 doors to open. I had my choice of 5 doors to open.
Community. Community. A community is a group of people who live together.
The kids from my community usually play together. The kids from my community usually play together.
Dead. Dead. To be dead is to not be alive.
A dead person is usually buried in the ground. A dead person is usually buried in the ground.
Distance. Distance. The distance between two things is how far it is between them.
The distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 kilometers. The distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 kilometers.
Escape. Escape. To escape is to run away from something bad.
The butterfly could not escape from the cage. The butterfly could not escape from the cage.
Face. Face. If you face a problem, you deal with it.
My sister and I have to find a better way to face our differences. My sister and I have to find a better way to face our differences.
Follow. Follow. To follow means to go behind someone and go where they go.
The little boy followed his mother home. The little boy followed his mother home.
Fright. Fright. Fright is the feeling of being scared.
She was filled with fright. She was filled with fright.
Ghost. Ghost. A ghost is the spirit of a dead person.
Many people are afraid of ghosts. Many people are afraid of ghosts.
Individual. Individual. An individual is one person.
Only one individual could win the bicycle race. Only one individual could win the bicycle race.
Pet. Pet. A pet is an animal that lives with people.
Out of all my pets, the dog is my favorite. Out of all my pets, the dog is my favorite.
Reach. Reach. To reach means to arrive at a place.
I was happy to finally reach my destination. I was happy to finally reach my destination.
Return. Return.
To return is to go back to a place.
I was happy to return home to my mom after school. I was happy to return home to my mom after school.
Survive. Survive. To survive is to stay alive.
My dog survived her fall into the water. My dog survived her fall into the water.
Upset. Upset. To be upset is to be unhappy about something.
She was upset because she broke her toy. She was upset because she broke her toy.
Voice. Voice. A voice is the sound a person makes when they talk or sing.
He used a microphone so everyone could hear his voice. He used a microphone so everyone could hear his voice.
Weather. Weather. The weather is the condition of the air. Hot, rainy, windy, etc.
The weather can be sunny, rainy, or cold. The weather can be sunny, rainy, or cold.
Wise. Wise.
To be wise is to use experience and intelligence to make good choices.
Many people believe that owls are very wise animals. Many people believe that owls are very wise animals.
Allow. Allow. To allow something to happen means to let it happen.
Having a ticket will allow you to enter the show. Having a ticket will allow you to enter the show.
Announce. Announce. To announce something is to make it known.
He announced to everyone his new idea for the company. He announced to everyone his new idea for the company.
Beside. Beside. When someone or something is beside you, they are next to you.
The two brothers stood beside each other. The two brothers stood beside each other.
Challenge. Challenge. A challenge is something difficult to complete.
It was a challenge to climb to the top of the mountain. It was a challenge to climb to the top of the mountain.
Claim. Claim. To claim means to say that something is true.
He claimed to know why the country's laws were weak. He claimed to know why the country's laws were weak.
Condition. Condition. The condition of someone or something is the state that they are in.
The patient's condition was very good. The patient's condition was very good.
Contribute. Contribute.
To contribute to something means to do something to make it successful.
We decided to contribute money to the new hospital. We decided to contribute money to the new hospital.
Difference. Difference. A difference is a way that something is not like other things.
The biggest difference between the birds is the color of their feathers. The biggest difference between the birds is the color of their feathers.
Divide. Divide.
To divide something is to make it into smaller parts.
We divided the pizza. We divided the pizza.
Expert. Expert.
An expert is someone who is very good at doing something.
The wizard was an expert at magic. The wizard was an expert at magic.
Famous. Famous. If someone or something is famous, they are known to many people.
The Eiffel Tower in Paris is very famous. The Eiffel Tower in Paris is very famous.
Force. Force. Force is a person's strength or power.
He used all his force to try and open the door. He used all his force to try and open the door.
Harm. Harm. Harm is hurt or problems caused to someone or something.
A hot iron can cause great harm if you are not careful. A hot iron can cause great harm if you are not careful.
Lay. Lay. To lay means to put or place in a horizontal or flat position.
Don't lay your socks on the floor. Don't lay your socks on the floor.
Peace. Peace. Peace is a time without war.
A white dove is a symbol for peace. A white dove is a symbol for peace.
Prince. Prince. A prince is the son of a king.
The prince and the princess were married. The prince and the princess were married.
Protect. Protect.
To protect someone is to stop them from getting hurt.
Firemen protect us from fires. Firemen protect us from fires.
Sense. Sense. To sense something is to know about it without being told.
I could sense that he was watching me. I could sense that he was watching me.
Sudden. Sudden. When something is sudden, it happens very quickly.
He felt a sudden pain in his chest. He felt a sudden pain in his chest.
Therefore. Therefore. Therefore means for this reason.
He is fat, therefore he will go on a diet. He is fat, therefore he will go on a diet.
Accept. Accept. To accept something that is offered is to take it.
I accepted the girl's very nice gift. I accepted the girl's very nice gift.
Arrange. Arrange. To arrange things is to put them in the right place.
Please arrange the bowling bins in order so we can play. Please arrange the bowling bins in order so we can play.
Attend. Attend. To attend something is to go to it.
My sister and I attend the same school. My sister and I attend the same school.
Balance. Balance. To balance something is to keep it from falling.
We saw an elephant balance itself on a ball. We saw an elephant balance itself on a ball.
Contrast. Contrast. A contrast is the sharp difference between two things.
The contrast between my parents is very noticeable. The contrast between my parents is very noticeable.
Encourage. Encourage. To encourage someone is to make them want to do something.
My football coach will encourage us when we are losing. My football coach will encourage us when we are losing.
Familiar. Familiar.
If someone or something is familiar to you, you know them well.
The two friends were very familiar with each other. The two friends were very familiar with each other.
Grab. Grab. To grab is to take hold of someone or something suddenly.
I grabbed a pear from the tree. I grabbed a pear from the tree.
Hang. Hang. To hang something is to keep it above the ground.
I drew a picture of my family and my mother hung it on the wall. I drew a picture of my family and my mother hung it on the wall.
huge, huge. If something is huge, it is very big.
At work, my father drives a huge truck. At work, my father drives a huge truck.
Necessary, necessary. If something is necessary, you must do it.
It is necessary to have a passport when you travel to a foreign country. It is necessary to have a passport when you travel to a foreign country.
Pattern, pattern. A pattern is a way in which something is done or organized.
My pattern of brushing my teeth is the same as most people's. My pattern of brushing my teeth is the same as most people's.
Propose, propose. To propose something is to say that it should be done.
Santa Claus proposed that I try to be a good boy all year. Santa Claus proposed that I try to be a good boy all year.
Purpose, purpose. A purpose is the reason that you do something.
The purpose of exercising is to get into shape. The purpose of exercising is to get into shape.
Release. Release.
To release something is to stop holding it.
She released the bird from her hands. She released the bird from her hands.
Require. Require.
To require something is to say that it is necessary.
We require teachers to have a university degree. We require teachers to have a university degree.
Single, single. If something is single, then there is only one.
I have a single key in my hand. I have a single key in my hand.
Success. Success.
Success is doing something well that you choose to do.
My daughter was a big success at school. My daughter was a big success at school.
Tear, tear. To tear something means to pull it apart.
It is easy to tear paper. It is easy to tear paper.
Theory, theory. A theory is an idea about how something works.
We talked about Einstein's theory of relativity in class. We talked about Einstein's theory of relativity in class.
Against, against. To be against something is to be touching it or opposed to it.
They both leaned against the wall. They both leaned against the wall.
Beach, beach. The beach is a sandy or rocky place by the ocean.
The little girl built a sandcastle on the beach. The little girl built a sandcastle on the beach.
Damage, damage. To damage something is to break it.
The car was damaged in the accident. The car was damaged in the accident.
Discover, discover. To discover something is to find it for the first time.
I discovered some new information in this book. I discovered some new information in this book.
Emotion, emotion. An emotion is how you feel.
Anger is a common emotion that we all feel. Anger is a common emotion that we all feel.
Fix. Fix. To fix something is to make it work.
My dad has many tools to help him fix broken things. My dad has many tools to help him fix broken things.
Frank. Frank. If you are frank, you are being very honest.
The teacher had a frank discussion with her students. The teacher had a frank discussion with her students.
Identify. Identify.
To identify something is to be able to name it.
I used the file to identify his name. I used the file to identify his name.
Island. Island. An island is land in the middle of water.
Japan is a group of islands. Japan is a group of islands.
Ocean. Ocean. The ocean is all of the salt water that surrounds land.
The ocean can make powerful waves. The ocean can make powerful waves.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Perhaps is used when you say that something could happen.
Perhaps I will eat an apple for lunch. Perhaps I will eat an apple for lunch.
Pleasant. Pleasant. If something is pleasant, you enjoy it.
The character had a pleasant look on its face. The character had a pleasant look on its face.
Prevent. Prevent. To prevent something is to stop it from happening.
The handcuffs prevented me from moving my hands. The handcuffs prevented me from moving my hands.
Rock. Rock. A rock is a hard thing in the dirt.
I stacked rocks on top of one another. I stacked rocks on top of one another.
Save. Save. To save something is to keep it from being hurt.
I want to help save the world. I want to help save the world.
Step. Step. To step is to walk.
Be careful where you step. Be careful where you step.
Still. Still. Still is used when you say that a situation keeps going on.
They are still waiting in line to get tickets. They are still waiting in line to get tickets.
Taste. Taste.
A taste is the flavor something makes in your mouth.
The taste of the fruit was sweet. The taste of the fruit was sweet.
Throw. Throw. To throw something is to use your hand to make it go through the air.
The pitcher can throw the baseball very fast. The pitcher can throw the baseball very fast.
Wave. Wave. A wave is a line of water that moves higher than the rest of the water.
The water was filled with large blue waves. The water was filled with large blue waves.
Benefit. Benefit. A benefit is a good thing.
Being able to fly is a good benefit to birds. Being able to fly is a good benefit to birds.
Certain. Certain. If you are certain about something, you know it is true.
I am certain that zebras have stripes. I am certain that zebras have stripes.
Chance. Chance. A chance is an opportunity to do something.
I had a chance to see the Roman Colosseum last summer. I had a chance to see the Roman Colosseum last summer.
Effect. Effect. An effect is a change made by something else.
The medicine had a good effect on the boy. The medicine had a good effect on the boy.
Essential. Essential. If something is essential, it is very important and necessary.
It is essential to have oxygen when you scuba dive. It is essential to have oxygen when you scuba dive.
Far. Far. If something is far, it is not close.
It's far going from the East Coast to the West Coast of America. It's far going from the East Coast to the West Coast of America.
Focus. Focus. To focus on something is to think about it and pay attention to it.
My mom always helps me to focus on my schoolwork. My mom always helps me to focus on my schoolwork.
Function. Function. The function of something is what it does.
The function of a flashlight is to help you see in the dark. The function of a flashlight is to help you see in the dark.
Grass. Grass. Grass is the green leaves that cover the ground.
The grass looks so soft and green. The grass looks so soft and green.
Guard. Guard. To guard something is to take care of it.
The police officer will guard us from any harm. The police officer will guard us from any harm.
Image. Image. The image of something is a picture of it.
The image of her eye was very clear. The image of her eye was very clear.
Immediate. Immediate. If something is immediate, it happens quickly.
An immediate response came from the pizza place. An immediate response came from the pizza place.
Primary. Primary. If something is primary, it is the most important thing.
His primary thoughts are about money. His primary thoughts are about money.
Proud. Proud. If someone feels proud, they are happy about what they have done.
She is proud of the picture she drew of her house. She is proud of the picture she drew of her house.
Remain. Remain. To remain somewhere is to stay there.
My sister had to remain home since she was sick. My sister had to remain home since she was sick.
Rest. Rest. To rest is to stop being active while the body gets back its strength.
I rested on the couch after work. I rested on the couch after work.
Separate. Separate. If two things are separate, they are not together.
New York and Los Angeles are in two separate parts of America. New York and Los Angeles are in two separate parts of America.
Site. Site. A site is a place.
We found the perfect site for our picnic. We found the perfect site for our picnic.
Tail. Tail. A tail is a part of an animal's body, sticking out from its rear or back.
Our dog wags its tail when it's happy. Our dog wags its tail when it's happy.
Trouble. Trouble. Trouble is a problem or a difficulty.
I have trouble working with my boss. I have trouble working with my boss.
Anymore. Anymore. Anymore means any longer.
Her old pants don't fit her anymore. Her old pants don't fit her anymore.
Asleep. Asleep. When a person is asleep, they are not awake.
The baby has been asleep for hours. The baby has been asleep for hours.
Berry. Berry. A berry is a small round fruit that grows on certain plants and trees.
The berry looked delicious. The berry looked delicious.
Collect. Collect. To collect things is to group them together all in one place.
I collected shells when I was younger. I collected shells when I was younger.
Compete. Compete. To compete is to try to be better than someone.
He will compete with very good athletes. He will compete with very good athletes.
Conversation. Conversation. A conversation is a talk between people.
There were two conversations going on at once. There were two conversations going on at once.
Creature. Creature. A creature is any living thing.
The creature we saw today was either a dolphin or a porpoise. The creature we saw today was either a dolphin or a porpoise.
Decision. Decision. A decision is a choice.
He made the wrong decision. He made the wrong decision.
Either. Either. Either is used with or to say there are two or more possibilities.
You can choose to be either white or black when you play chess. You can choose to be either white or black when you play chess.
Forest. Forest. A forest is a place with lots of trees and animals.
I love to go walking in the forest. I love to go walking in the forest.
Ground. Ground. The ground is the top part of the earth that we walk on.
The ground under our feet was dry and brown. The ground under our feet was dry and brown.
Introduce. Introduce. To introduce someone or something is to say who they are.
I introduced myself to our newest coworker today. I introduced myself to our newest coworker today.
Marry. Marry. To marry is to legally become husband and wife.
Rose and Henry were married, and they lived happily. Rose and Henry were married, and they lived happily.
Prepare. Prepare. To prepare is to get ready for something.
I prepared my speech to the class. I prepared my speech to the class.
Sail. Sail. To sail is to move a boat on the water.
I love to sail my boat on the lake. I love to sail my boat on the lake.
Serious. Serious. When something is serious, it is bad or unsafe.
The accident was very serious. The accident was very serious.
Spend. Spend. To spend is to use time doing something or being somewhere.
I like to spend my free time fishing. I like to spend my free time fishing.
Strange. Strange. When something is strange, it is not normal.
Joe had a strange look on his face after he saw what happened. Joe had a strange look on his face after he saw what happened.
Truth. Truth. The truth is a fact or something that is right.
He was telling the truth about seeing a large green snake. He was telling the truth about seeing a large green snake.
Wake. Wake. To wake is to not be sleeping anymore.
He is always full of energy when he wakes in the morning. He is always full of energy when he wakes in the morning.
Alone. Alone. If someone is alone, they are not with another person.
The boy wanted to be alone to think. The boy wanted to be alone to think.
Apartment. Apartment. An apartment is a set of rooms in a building where people live.
She has a nice apartment in the city. She has a nice apartment in the city.
Article. Article. An article is a story in a newspaper or magazine.
Did you read the article in the newspaper about the soccer game? Did you read the article in the newspaper about the soccer game?
Artist. Artist. An artist is a person who paints, draws, or makes sculptures.
He went to Paris to become an artist. He went to Paris to become an artist.
Attitude. Attitude. Someone's attitude is the way they feel and think.
John has a bad attitude. He's always angry. John has a bad attitude. He's always angry.
Compare. Compare.
To compare means to say how two things are the same and different.
If you compare cats and dogs, you'll see that they're both good pets. If you compare cats and dogs, you'll see that they're both good pets.
Judge. Judge.
To judge something is to say if it is good or bad.
The boy was going to judge how his mother's turkey tasted. The boy was going to judge how his mother's turkey tasted.
Magazine. Magazine. A magazine is a regular publication with news, stories, and articles.
She likes to read fashion magazines. She likes to read fashion magazines.
Material. Material. A material is what is used to make something.
Brick is a good material for building houses. Brick is a good material for building houses.
Meal. Meal. A meal is a time when food is eaten, like breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Breakfast is my favorite meal because I enjoy breakfast foods. Breakfast is my favorite meal because I enjoy breakfast foods.
Method. Method.
A method is the way to do something.
One method to remember things is to tie a string around your finger. One method to remember things is to tie a string around your finger.
Neighbor. Neighbor. A neighbor is a person who lives near you.
I like my neighbor because he's very friendly. I like my neighbor because he's very friendly.
Professional. Professional. If something is professional, it deals with work that uses special skills.
If you want to be a pilot, you must have professional training. If you want to be a pilot, you must have professional training.
Profit. Profit. A profit is the extra money you make when you sell something.
I made a small profit from selling my old clothes. I made a small profit from selling my old clothes.
Quality. Quality. The quality of something is how good it is.
The quality of his car is very good. The quality of his car is very good.
Shape. Shape. A shape is a simple form like a square or circle.
The triangle is my favorite shape. The triangle is my favorite shape.
Space. Space. A space is an empty area.
I don't have much space for things in my small house. I don't have much space for things in my small house.
Stair. Stair. Stairs are the things that are used to go up in a building.
You can take the stairs to the second floor. You can take the stairs to the second floor.
Symbol. Symbol. A symbol is a thing that stands for something else.
This symbol tells us that we cannot smoke in this area. This symbol tells us that we cannot smoke in this area.
Thin. Thin. If someone or something is thin, they are not fat.
The man was thin because he didn't eat much. The man was thin because he didn't eat much.
Blood. Blood. Blood is the red liquid in your body.
I cut my finger and got blood on my shirt. I cut my finger and got blood on my shirt.
Burn. Burn. To burn something is to set it on fire.
I burned some wood in the campfire. I burned some wood in the campfire.
Cell. Cell. A cell is a small room where a person is locked in.
The jail cell was very small. The jail cell was very small.
Contain. Contain. To contain something is to have it inside.
The mailbox contained a letter. The mailbox contained a letter.
Correct. Correct. To be correct is to be right.
All of my answers on the test were correct. All of my answers on the test were correct.
Crop. Crop. A crop is food that a farmer grows.
Wheat is a crop that is made into bread. Wheat is a crop that is made into bread.
Demand. Demand. To demand something is to say strongly that you want it.
The workers demanded to be paid more money. The workers demanded to be paid more money.
Equal. Equal. To be equal is to be the same.
Both students are equal in age. Both students are equal in age.
Feed. Feed. To feed is to give food.
Mother feeds my baby brother every day. Mother feeds my baby brother every day.
Hole. Hole. A hole is an opening in something.
The man was going to jump into the hole in the ice. The man was going to jump into the hole in the ice.
Increase. Increase. To increase something is to make it larger or more.
They've increased the price of gas by 15 cents. They've increased the price of gas by 15 cents.
Lord. Lord. Long ago, a lord was a man in charge of a town.
The lord of the town was not kind. The lord of the town was not kind.
Owe. Owe. To owe is to have to pay or give back something received from another.
I owed him $20, so I paid him back. I owed him $20, so I paid him back.
Position. Position. A position is the way something is placed.
How can you sit in that position? How can you sit in that position?
Raise. Raise.
To raise something is to lift it up.
We had to work together to raise the last piece. We had to work together to raise the last piece.
Responsible. Responsible. If a person is responsible, they do the right things.
I tried to be responsible and save money. I tried to be responsible and save money.
Sight. Sight. A sight is something interesting to see.
I saw the pyramids of Egypt. What a sight! I saw the pyramids of Egypt. What a sight!
Spot. Spot. A spot is a place where something happens.
The kitchen is a good spot to eat meals. The kitchen is a good spot to eat meals.
Structure. Structure. A structure is a building.
They just built a beautiful new structure downtown. They just built a beautiful new structure downtown.
Whole. Whole. Whole means all of something.
I ate the whole pie. We don't have any more. I ate the whole pie. We don't have any more.
Coach. Coach. A coach is a person who teaches sports.
My coach gets very excited during games. My coach gets very excited during games.
Control. Control. To control something is to make it do what you want.
To control the TV, just push the buttons. To control the TV, just push the buttons.
Description. Description.
A description of someone or something says what they are like.
I gave a description of the man with the gun and hat to the police. I gave a description of the man with the gun and hat to the police.
Direct. Direct. If something is direct, it goes straight between two places.
The green path is a direct route to my house. The green path is a direct route to my house.
Exam. Exam. An exam is a test.
I did some practice questions for the math exam on the board. I did some practice questions for the math exam on the board.
Example. Example. An example of something is a thing that is typical of it.
Cola is an example of a soft drink. Cola is an example of a soft drink.
Limit. Limit.
A limit is the largest or smallest amount of something that you allow.
My mother put a limit on how much I could use the phone. My mother put a limit on how much I could use the phone.
Local. Local. If something is local, it is nearby.
The local market in my neighborhood sells all the food we need. The local market in my neighborhood sells all the food we need.
Magical. Magical. Magical describes a quality that makes someone or something special.
The fireworks made the night sky look so magical. The fireworks made the night sky look so magical.
Mail. Mail. Mail is letters and other things sent to people.
I get a lot of mail because I have friends all over the world. I get a lot of mail because I have friends all over the world.
Novel. Novel. A novel is a book that tells a story.
He wrote a great novel about ancient China. He wrote a great novel about ancient China.
Outline. Outline. An outline is the plan for a story or essay.
Before I wrote my essay, I made an outline. Before I wrote my essay, I made an outline.
Poet. Poet. A poet is a person who writes poems.
William Shakespeare was one of the greatest poets. William Shakespeare was one of the greatest poets.
Print. Print. To print something is to put it onto paper.
Make sure that you print your name clearly. Make sure that you print your name clearly.
Scene. Scene. A scene is one part of a book or movie.
A movie is made up of many short pieces or scenes. A movie is made up of many short pieces or scenes.
Sheet. Sheet. A sheet is a thin, flat piece of paper.
I only needed a single sheet of paper to do my homework. I only needed a single sheet of paper to do my homework.
Silly. Silly. If someone or something is silly, they show a lack of thought.
I made a silly mistake of dropping Mom's vase. I made a silly mistake of dropping Mom's vase.
Store. Store.
A store is a place where you can buy things.
I picked up a few things at the grocery store. I picked up a few things at the grocery store.
Suffer. Suffer. To suffer is to feel pain.
Her headache made her suffer all day. Her headache made her suffer all day.
Technology. Technology. Technology is new things made by using science.
He loves technology, such as laptop computers. He loves technology, such as laptop computers.
Across. Across. To go across something is to go to the other side of it.
He walked across the board to the other side. He walked across the board to the other side.
Breathe. Breathe. To breathe means to let air go in and out of your body.
We need strong, healthy lungs to help us breathe well. We need strong, healthy lungs to help us breathe well.
Characteristic. Characteristic. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or a thing is like.
One characteristic of tigers is their black stripes. One characteristic of tigers is their black stripes.
Consume. Consume. To consume something means to eat or drink it.
Jack consumed a whole plate of spaghetti. Jack consumed a whole plate of spaghetti.
Excite. Excite.
To excite someone means to make them happy and interested.
I heard about the school dance on Friday. This excited me. I heard about the school dance on Friday. This excited me.
Extreme. Extreme. If something is extreme, it is in a large amount or degree.
His workout was so extreme that he was sweating heavily. His workout was so extreme that he was sweating heavily.
Fear. Fear. Fear is the feeling of being afraid.
I have a great fear of skateboarding. I have a great fear of skateboarding.
Fortunate. Fortunate. If you are fortunate, you are lucky.
I was fortunate to get a seat. I was fortunate to get a seat.
Happen. Happen. If someone happens to do something, they do it by chance.
I happened to meet some new friends at school today. I happened to meet some new friends at school today.
Length. Length. The length of something is how long it is from one end to the other.
The length of the floor is 3 meters. The length of the floor is 3 meters.
Mistake. Mistake.
A mistake is something you do wrong.
My boss always yells at me when I make a mistake. My boss always yells at me when I make a mistake.
Observe. Observe. To observe something is to watch it.
Ryan observed the sun rising over the mountains. Ryan observed the sun rising over the mountains.
Opportunity. Opportunity. An opportunity is a chance to do something.
I had an opportunity to take pictures in the jungle. I had an opportunity to take pictures in the jungle.
Prize. Prize. A prize is something of value that is given to the winner.
I won a prize for getting the best grade on my science test. I won a prize for getting the best grade on my science test.
Race. Race. A race is a contest to see who is the fastest.
Paul is a fast runner, so he easily won the race. Paul is a fast runner, so he easily won the race.
Realize. Realize. To realize is to suddenly understand.
After I left my house, I realized that I left the light on. After I left my house, I realized that I left the light on.
Respond. Respond.
To respond is to give an answer to what someone else said.
When the teacher asked the question, we all responded. When the teacher asked the question, we all responded.
Risk. Risk. A risk is a chance of something bad happening.
I took a risk and climbed the snowy mountain. I took a risk and climbed the snowy mountain.
Wonder. Wonder. To wonder is to ask yourself questions or have a need to know.
The young mother wondered if she'd have a boy or a girl. The young mother wondered if she'd have a boy or a girl.
Yet. Yet. Yet is used to say something has not happened up to now.
We can't go out yet. We're still eating. We can't go out yet. We're still eating.
Academy. Academy. An academy is a special type of school.
There are many courses taught at the academy that I go to. There are many courses taught at the academy that I go to.
Ancient. Ancient. If something is ancient, it is very old.
I want to see the ancient buildings in Rome. I want to see the ancient buildings in Rome.
Board. Board.
A board is a flat piece of wood.
The sign was made of a few wooden boards. The sign was made of a few wooden boards.
Century. Century. A century is 100 years.
Our company is celebrating a century of business in London. Our company is celebrating a century of business in London.
Clue. Clue. A clue is a fact or object that helps solve a mystery or crime.
The detective found some clues on the sidewalk. The detective found some clues on the sidewalk.
Concert. Concert. A concert is an event where you listen to people play music.
I enjoyed the concert last night. The band was very good. I enjoyed the concert last night. The band was very good.
County. County. A county is the largest political division of a state in the U.S.
He wanted to represent the citizens of his county. He wanted to represent the citizens of his county.
Dictionary. Dictionary. A dictionary is a book that tells you what words mean.
I use the dictionary to learn new words. I use the dictionary to learn new words.
Exist. Exist. To exist is to be real.
Do you really think that unicorns ever existed? Do you really think that unicorns ever existed?
Flat. Flat. Flat describes something that is level and smooth with no curved parts.
My parents bought a new flat-screen TV over the weekend. My parents bought a new flat-screen TV over the weekend.
Gentleman. Gentleman. A gentleman is a nice man.
My grandfather is a kind and helpful gentleman. My grandfather is a kind and helpful gentleman.
Hidden. Hidden. Hidden means to be not easily noticed or too hard to find.
The hidden camera recorded everything in the parking lot. The hidden camera recorded everything in the parking lot.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe is used to show that something is possible or may be true.
If I focus hard enough, maybe I can come up with the right answer. If I focus hard enough, maybe I can come up with the right answer.
Officer. Officer. An officer is a leader in the army.
The soldiers followed the orders of the officer. The soldiers followed the orders of the officer.
Original. Original. If something is original, it is the first one of that thing.
This is the original painting of the Mona Lisa. This is the original painting of the Mona Lisa.
Pound. Pound. To pound something is to hit it many times with a lot of force.
He pounded the nail with the hammer. He pounded the nail with the hammer.
Process. Process. A process is the steps to take to do something.
Making a cake is a long process. Making a cake is a long process.
Publish. Publish. To publish a book is to get it printed and ready to sell.
That company publishes daily newspapers. That company publishes daily newspapers.
Theater. Theater. A theater is a building where you watch plays, shows, and movies.
We went to the theater to see a play. We went to the theater to see a play.
Wealth. Wealth. Wealth is a large amount of money.
One of the most important things to some people is wealth. One of the most important things to some people is wealth.
Appreciate. Appreciate.
To appreciate something is to understand its good qualities.
I can appreciate the lovely scenery. I can appreciate the lovely scenery.
Available. Available. If something is available, it means you can get it.
There were many seats available in the room. There were many seats available in the room.
Beat. Beat. To beat someone means to do better than they do.
I managed to beat everyone in the race. I managed to beat everyone in the race.
Bright. Bright. If something is bright, it shows a lot of light.
The bright light from the explosion hurt my eyes. The bright light from the explosion hurt my eyes.
Celebrate. Celebrate. To celebrate is to do something to show that an event is special.
We all celebrated when we heard the great news. We all celebrated when we heard the great news.
Determine. Determine.
To determine means to choose or make a decision.
He tried to determine which one to eat first. He tried to determine which one to eat first.
Disappear. Disappear. To disappear means to go away or not be seen.
The top of the building is disappearing in the clouds. The top of the building is disappearing in the clouds.
Else. Else. If you talk about something else, you talk about something different.
I wanted a bike for my birthday, but I got something else. I wanted a bike for my birthday, but I got something else.
Fair. Fair. Fair describes treating someone in a way that is reasonable or right.
He sold me his car for a fair price. He sold me his car for a fair price.
Flow. Flow. To flow is to move easily and continuously in one direction.
The water flowed over the rocks and into the lake. The water flowed over the rocks and into the lake.
Forward. Forward. If you move forward, you move in the direction in front of you.
When he saw his mother, the baby crawled forward to her. When he saw his mother, the baby crawled forward to her.
Hill. Hill. A hill is a round area of land. It is higher than the land around it.
The sun was rising above the green hills. The sun was rising above the green hills.
Level. Level. A level is a point on a scale that measures something.
Please check the level of the temperature. Please check the level of the temperature.
Loan. Loan. If someone or something is lone, they are the only one of that kind.
A lone man walked along the street. A lone man walked along the street.
Puddle. Puddle. A puddle is a pool of liquid on the ground.
When the ice melted, it formed a puddle. When the ice melted, it formed a puddle.
Response. Response. A response is the answer to a question.
He asked if I was sad. My response was no. He asked if I was sad. My response was no.
Season. Season. A season is a time of the year. Spring, summer, fall, or winter.
Fall is a warm season, while winter is very cold. Fall is a warm season, while winter is very cold.
Solution. Solution. A solution is a way to solve a problem.
There are many problems. We need solutions. There are many problems. We need solutions.
Waste. Waste. To waste means to carelessly use something all up.
Turn off the water so you don't waste it. Turn off the water so you don't waste it.
Weather. Weather. You use weather when you must choose between two things.
I could not decide whether to go left or right. I could not decide whether to go left or right.
Argue. Argue. To argue is to angrily speak to someone because you do not agree.
We argued about where to go for dinner. We argued about where to go for dinner.
Communicate. Communicate. To communicate is to give information by talking, writing, etc.
I communicated with Paul about his new ideas. I communicated with Paul about his new ideas.
Crowd. Crowd. A crowd is a large group of people.
A large crowd had gathered on the street to see the accident. A large crowd had gathered on the street to see the accident.
Depend. Depend. To depend on someone or something is to need them.
Children depend on their parents for many things. Children depend on their parents for many things.
Dish. Dish. A dish is a plate.
She put a clean white dish on the table. She put a clean white dish on the table.
Empty. Empty. If something is empty, it does not have anything in it.
My gas tank was almost empty, so I couldn't drive my car very long. My gas tank was almost empty, so I couldn't drive my car very long.
Exact. Exact.
If something is exact, it is just the right amount.
Please use the exact amount of sugar for the cake. Please use the exact amount of sugar for the cake.
Fresh. Fresh. If something is fresh, it is new.
I just bought these oranges. They are very fresh. I just bought these oranges. They are very fresh.
Gather. Gather. To gather is to collect several things, usually from different places.
Sam gathered some flowers for his mother. Sam gathered some flowers for his mother.
Indicate. Indicate. To indicate means to show, point, or make something clear.
He pointed to his eyes to indicate where he had hurt himself. He pointed to his eyes to indicate where he had hurt himself.
Item. Item. An item is a thing that you buy or sell.
I have many items for school in my bag. I have many items for school in my bag.
Offer. Offer. To offer is to present someone with something.
He offered me the keys to his car. He offered me the keys to his car.
Price. Price. The price of something is how much it costs.
What is the price of this item? What is the price of this item?
Product. Product. A product is something that is made.
My sister has many beauty products in her room. My sister has many beauty products in her room.
Property. Property. Property is something that someone owns.
The house is now my property. The house is now my property.
Purchase. Purchase. To purchase something is to buy it.
I recently purchased a new car. I recently purchased a new car.
Recommend. Recommend. To recommend something is to say that someone should do it.
My doctor recommended that I get some exercise. My doctor recommended that I get some exercise.
Select. Select.
To select something is to choose it.
I hope that I selected the right answers on the test. I hope that I selected the right answers on the test.
Tool. Tool. A tool is something that helps you do a task.
We used a tool to fix the window. We used a tool to fix the window.
Treat. Treat. To treat is to act in a certain way toward someone.
The cats treated the mouse very nicely. The cats treated the mouse very nicely.
Alive. Alive. If someone or something is alive, they are not dead.
My grandparents are still alive, even though they are over 90. My grandparents are still alive, even though they are over 90.
Bone. Bone. A bone is a hard part of the body.
I brought home a nice bone for my dog. I brought home a nice bone for my dog.
Bother. Bother. To bother is to make the effort to do something.
No one bothered to wash the dishes today. No one bothered to wash the dishes today.
Captain. Captain. A captain is the person who leads a ship or airplane.
The captain sailed his ship to Australia. The captain sailed his ship to Australia.
Conclusion. Conclusion. The conclusion of something is the final part of it.
At the conclusion of the race, the spectators cheered for the winner. At the conclusion of the race, the spectators cheered for the winner.
Doubt. Doubt. Doubt is a feeling of not being sure.
I have doubt that the story is true. I have doubt that the story is true.
Explore. Explore. To explore is to look for new places.
He wants to explore the world and see new things. He wants to explore the world and see new things.
Foreign. Foreign. If something is foreign, it is from a different country.
Mexican food is a popular foreign food. Mexican food is a popular foreign food.
Glad. Glad. If you are glad, you are happy.
I am glad you came to my party. I am glad you came to my party.
However. However. However means despite or not being influenced by something.
She is a great cook. However, she never had professional lessons. She is a great cook. However, she never had professional lessons.
Injustice. Injustice. Injustice is a lack of fairness or justice.
Putting an innocent person in jail is an act of injustice. Putting an innocent person in jail is an act of injustice.
International. International. If something is international, it involves more than one country.
The United Nations is a powerful international organization. The United Nations is a powerful international organization.
Lawyer. Lawyer. A lawyer works with the law and represents people in court.
The lawyer left the courthouse after the judge made her decision. The lawyer left the courthouse after the judge made her decision.
Mention. Mention. To mention something is to talk about it.
The doctors mentioned the problems that the patient was having. The doctors mentioned the problems that the patient was having.
Policy. Policy. A policy is a rule.
He told us that his policy was to put customers first. He told us that his policy was to put customers first.
Social. Social. If something is social, it is about many people in a community.
People should come together and fix the world's social problems. People should come together and fix the world's social problems.
Speech. Speech. A speech is something said to a group of people.
She gave a speech to the class. She gave a speech to the class.
Staff. Staff. A staff is a group of people working together in a company.
My dad has a staff of 4 people to help him at the office. My dad has a staff of 4 people to help him at the office.
Toward. Toward. If you go toward something, you go closer to it.
Santa walked toward my house with a special tree. Santa walked toward my house with a special tree.
Wood. Wood. Wood is the thing that trees are made of.
I put the pieces of wood in a pile. I put the pieces of wood in a pile.
Achieve. Achieve. To achieve something is to successfully do it after trying hard.
I was happy that I could achieve my goal. I was happy that I could achieve my goal.
Advise. Advise. To advise someone is to tell them what to do.
My mother often advises people about their money. My mother often advises people about their money.
Already. Already. If something happens already, it happens before a certain time.
It is already time for the movie to start. Let's go in. It is already time for the movie to start. Let's go in.
Basic. Basic. If something is basic, it is very simple or easy.
I learned some basic English skills in school today. I learned some basic English skills in school today.
Bit. Bit. A bit is a small amount of something.
I ate a bit of chocolate before I went to bed. I ate a bit of chocolate before I went to bed.
Consider. Consider.
To consider something means to think about it.
Pete didn't like his job. He considered getting a new one. Pete didn't like his job. He considered getting a new one.
Destroy. Destroy. To destroy means to damage something so badly that it cannot be used.
The glass was destroyed. The glass was destroyed.
Entertain. Entertain. To entertain someone is to do something that they enjoy.
The clown entertained the kids at the party. The clown entertained the kids at the party.
Extra. Extra. If something is extra, it is more than what is needed.
The squirrel had extra nuts for the winter. The squirrel had extra nuts for the winter.
Goal. Goal.
A goal is something you work toward.
Her goal was to become a doctor. Her goal was to become a doctor.
Lie. Lie. To lie is to say or write something untrue to deceive someone.
Whenever Pinocchio lied to his father, his nose grew. Whenever Pinocchio lied to his father, his nose grew.
Meat. Meat. Meat is food made of animals.
This piece of meat I'm eating tastes very good. This piece of meat I'm eating tastes very good.
Opinion. Opinion. An opinion is a thought about a person or a thing.
Meg told me her opinion of my story. She said it was not funny. Meg told me her opinion of my story. She said it was not funny.
Real. Real. If something is real, it actually exists.
The handbag has a stamp on it, so it's real. The handbag has a stamp on it, so it's real.
Reflect. Reflect. To reflect is when a surface sends back light, heat, sound, or an image.
Her face was reflected on the smooth glass. Her face was reflected on the smooth glass.
Regard. Regard. To regard someone or something is to think of them in a certain way.
The boy regarded the girl as a good friend. The boy regarded the girl as a good friend.
Serve. Serve. To serve someone is to give them food or drinks.
He served us our drinks quickly. He served us our drinks quickly.
Vegetable. Vegetable. A vegetable is a plant used as food.
Carrots are my favorite vegetable. Carrots are my favorite vegetable.
War. War. A war is a big fight between two groups of people.
Many young men died in the war. Many young men died in the war.
Worth. Worth. If something is worth an amount of money, it costs that amount.
Our house is worth a lot of money. Our house is worth a lot of money.
Appear. Appear. To appear is to seem.
She appeared to be sad. She was crying. She appeared to be sad. She was crying.
Base. Base. The base is the bottom of something.
The base of the table has 3 legs. The base of the table has 3 legs.
Brain. Brain. The brain is the organ in your head that lets you think.
You must use your brain to solve the problem. You must use your brain to solve the problem.
Career. Career. A career is a job that you do for a large part of your life.
He was in the hospitality business for most of his career. He was in the hospitality business for most of his career.
Clerk. Clerk. A clerk is a type of worker. Clerks in a store help customers.
The clerk added up her bill for the groceries. The clerk added up her bill for the groceries.
Effort. Effort. Effort is hard work or an attempt to do something.
He always puts a lot of effort into his studies. He always puts a lot of effort into his studies.
Enter. Enter. To enter a place is to go into it.
2 guards greeted me as I entered the front door. 2 guards greeted me as I entered the front door.
Excellent. Excellent. When something is excellent, it is very good.
I got an excellent score on my school test. I got an excellent score on my school test.
Hero. Hero. A hero is a brave person who does things to help others.
To children, the man in the blue and red costume was a real hero. To children, the man in the blue and red costume was a real hero.
Hurry. Hurry. To hurry is to do something quickly.
I hurried home on my bike. I hurried home on my bike.
Inform. Inform. To inform someone is to tell them about something.
I called and informed her about my idea. I called and informed her about my idea.
Later. Later. Later means after the present, expected or usual time.
She missed the train, so she'll arrive a little later than expected. She missed the train, so she'll arrive a little later than expected.
Leave. Leave. To leave means to go away from someone or something.
He packed his bag and was ready to leave for home. He packed his bag and was ready to leave for home.
Locate. Locate. To locate something is to find it.
I could not locate my keys in the house. I could not locate my keys in the house.
Nurse. Nurse. A nurse is a person who helps sick people in the hospital.
A nurse helped me get better. A nurse helped me get better.
Operation. Operation. An operation is when a doctor replaces or removes something in the body.
The operation on my arm was a success. The operation on my arm was a success.
Pain. Pain. Pain is the feeling that you have when you are hurt.
His hand was full of pain. His hand was full of pain.
Refuse. Refuse. To refuse something is to say no to it.
The dog refused to play with the cat. The dog refused to play with the cat.
Though. Though. Though is used when the second idea makes the first seem surprising.
Though he was overweight, he liked to be active. Though he was overweight, he liked to be active.
Various. Various. If something is various, there are many types of it.
She owned shoes of various styles. She owned shoes of various styles.
Actual. Actual. Actual means that something is real or true.
This is the actual sword that the king owned, not a fake one. This is the actual sword that the king owned, not a fake one.
Amaze. Amaze. To amaze someone is to surprise them very much.
The news in the paper amazed Jack. The news in the paper amazed Jack.
Charge. Charge.
A charge is the price to pay for something.
The charge for the shirts was $15. The charge for the shirts was $15.
Comfort. Comfort. To comfort someone means to make them feel better.
I wanted to comfort my friend after I heard the bad news. I wanted to comfort my friend after I heard the bad news.
Contact. Contact. To contact someone is to speak or write to them.
I contacted Sue about my party. I contacted Sue about my party.
Customer. Customer. A customer is a person who buys something at a store.
The customer put a few items in a bag. The customer put a few items in a bag.
Deliver. Deliver. To deliver something is to take it from one place to another.
The man delivered Chinese food to my house. The man delivered Chinese food to my house.
Earn. Earn. To earn means to get money for the work you do.
He earns his living as a chef in a great restaurant. He earns his living as a chef in a great restaurant.
Gate. Gate. A gate is a type of door. Gates are usually made of metal or wood.
We want to put up a wooden gate around our house. We want to put up a wooden gate around our house.
Include. Include. To include something means to have it as part of a group.
Does this meal include a soft drink? Does this meal include a soft drink?
Manage. Manage. To manage something means to control or be in charge of it.
I had to manage the meeting myself. I had to manage the meeting myself.
Mystery. Mystery. A mystery is something that is difficult to understand or explain.
The path on the map was a complete mystery to me. The path on the map was a complete mystery to me.
Occur. Occur.
To occur means to happen.
When did the thunderstorm occur? When did the thunderstorm occur?
Opposite. Opposite. If A is the opposite of B, A is completely different from B.
The opposite of black is white. The opposite of black is white.
Plate. Plate. A plate is a flat, round thing that you put food on.
I put my plate down so I could put some food on it. I put my plate down so I could put some food on it.
Receive. Receive. To receive something is to get it.
I received a present on my birthday. I received a present on my birthday.
Reward. Reward. A reward is something given in exchange for good behavior or work.
He was given a reward for his excellent performance. He was given a reward for his excellent performance.
Set. Set. To set something is to put it somewhere.
Please set the dice down on the table. Please set the dice down on the table.
Steal. Steal. To steal is to take something that is not yours.
The men tried to steal money from the bank. The men tried to steal money from the bank.
Thief. Thief. A thief is someone who quietly takes things that do not belong to them.
A thief broke into our home and took my mother's jewelry. A thief broke into our home and took my mother's jewelry.
Advance. Advance.
To advance is to go forward.
He advanced up the ladder slowly. He advanced up the ladder slowly.
Athlete. Athlete. An athlete is a person who plays sports.
Some athletes can play many sports very well. Some athletes can play many sports very well.
Average. Average. If something is average, it is at a normal level.
I'm not rich or poor. I'm average. I'm not rich or poor. I'm average.
Behavior. Behavior. Your behavior is the way you act.
Their behavior was good this semester. They didn't cause trouble. Their behavior was good this semester. They didn't cause trouble.
Behind. Behind. Behind means to be at the back of something.
The little girl was hiding behind a tree. The little girl was hiding behind a tree.
Course. Course. A course is a class in school.
I took a PE course in school this year. I took a PE course in school this year.
Lower. Lower. To lower something is to make it go down.
The chart shows how his production has lowered over the year. The chart shows how his production has lowered over the year.
Match. Match.
To match is to be the same or similar.
The two shoes matched. They look the same. The two shoes matched. They look the same.
Member. Member. A member is a person who is part of a group.
Julie is the newest member of our team. Julie is the newest member of our team.
Mental. Mental. If something is mental, it has to do with your mind.
I made a mental picture of the room. I made a mental picture of the room.
Passenger. Passenger. A passenger is a person who rides in a car, train, or airplane.
One passenger was standing in the subway train. One passenger was standing in the subway train.
Personality. Personality. Your personality is what you are like and how you behave.
John has a bad personality. John has a bad personality.
Poem. Poem. A poem is a short kind of writing.
William Shakespeare wrote many poems. William Shakespeare wrote many poems.
Pole. Pole. A pole is a long, thin stick made of wood or metal that supports things.
The flag was hanging from the flagpole. The flag was hanging from the flagpole.
Remove. Remove. To remove something is to take it away.
I removed the nail from the board. I removed the nail from the board.
Safety. Safety. Safety means to be the condition of being safe and free from danger.
For his own safety, he was placed in a car seat. For his own safety, he was placed in a car seat.
Shoot. Shoot. To shoot is to fire something like a bullet at someone or something.
The hunter raised his gun to shoot at the target. The hunter raised his gun to shoot at the target.
Sound. Sound. To sound means to make a noise.
The alarm clock sounded and woke us all up. The alarm clock sounded and woke us all up.
Swim. Swim. To swim is to move through water.
I love to swim in the ocean. I love to swim in the ocean.
Web. Web. A web is a home made by a spider.
Mom cleaned the spider webs out of the garage. Mom cleaned the spider webs out of the garage.
Block. Block. A block is a solid piece of wood, stone, or ice.
I saw a block of ice on the floor. I saw a block of ice on the floor.
Cheer. Cheer. To cheer is to give a loud shout of approval or encouragement.
The crowd all cheered when the home team won. The crowd all cheered when the home team won.
Complex. Complex. If something is complex, it has many small parts. It is hard to understand.
A jigsaw puzzle can be complex because it has so many pieces. A jigsaw puzzle can be complex because it has so many pieces.
Critic. Critic. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books, plays, etc.
The wine critic tasted the wine so he could give his opinion. The wine critic tasted the wine so he could give his opinion.
Event. Event. An event is something that happens, especially something important.
Finishing high school was a major event in his life. Finishing high school was a major event in his life.
Exercise. Exercise. To exercise is to run or play sports so that you can be healthy.
You should exercise every day. You should exercise every day.
Fit. Fit. If something fits, it is small enough or the right size to go there.
The colorful eggs fit into the box. The colorful eggs fit into the box.
Friendship. Friendship. Friendship is the relationship between people who are friends.
Michael and Lisa have a very strong friendship with each other. Michael and Lisa have a very strong friendship with each other.
Guide. Guide. A guide is someone who shows you where to go.
We followed a guide at the park. We followed a guide at the park.
Lack. Lack. If there is a lack of something, there is not enough of it.
His only problem is a lack of money. His only problem is a lack of money.
Passage. Passage. A passage is a long area with walls that goes from one place to another.
The long passage led us to the other side of the field. The long passage led us to the other side of the field.
Perform. Perform.
To perform is to do something in front of people who watch.
He will perform a song for the class. He will perform a song for the class.
Pressure. Pressure. Pressure is what you apply to make someone do something.
They put pressure on him to change his mind. They put pressure on him to change his mind.
Probable. Probable. If something is probable, it is likely to happen.
It is probable that you will get a good grade if you study for the test. It is probable that you will get a good grade if you study for the test.
Public. Public. If something is public, it is meant for everyone to use.
I went to the public park to play with my friends. I went to the public park to play with my friends.
Strike. Strike. To strike someone or something is to hit them.
She struck the other girl in the face. She struck the other girl in the face.
Support. Support. To support something is to like it and help it be successful.
Everyone at work supports the new plan. Everyone at work supports the new plan.
Task. Task. A task is work that someone has to do.
Who has the task of building the brick wall? Who has the task of building the brick wall?
Term. Term. A term is a word for something.
I often use the term oops when I make a mistake. I often use the term oops when I make a mistake.
Unite. Unite. To unite is to get together to do something.
If we unite, we can finish our project faster. If we unite, we can finish our project faster.
Associate. Associate. To associate means to connect something with a person or thing.
Most people associate birthday parties with having fun. Most people associate birthday parties with having fun.
Environment. Environment. The environment is the place where people work or live.
Keeping our environment clean is important to our health. Keeping our environment clean is important to our health.
Factory. Factory. A factory is a building where things are made or put together.
We have only one factory in our town. We have only one factory in our town.
Feature. Feature. A feature is an important part of something.
The cell phone has many features. The cell phone has many features.
Instance. Instance. An instance is an example of something.
I have never experienced an instance of hate. Have you? I have never experienced an instance of hate. Have you?
Involve. Involve. To involve means to be actively taking part in something.
The whole family was involved in playing the game. The whole family was involved in playing the game.
Medicine. Medicine. Medicine is something you take to feel better or treat an illness.
The doctor gave me medicine for my cold. The doctor gave me medicine for my cold.
Mix. Mix.
A mix is different things put together.
The green mix we made in science class spilled onto the table. The green mix we made in science class spilled onto the table.
Organize. Organize. To organize is to plan or get ready for an event.
Make a list to help you organize the things you need. Make a list to help you organize the things you need.
Period. Period. A period is an amount of time when something happens.
In one period in Europe, there were many nights. In one period in Europe, there were many nights.
Populate. Populate. If people populate an area, they live there.
Billions of people populate the earth. Billions of people populate the earth.
Produce. Produce. To produce something is to make or grow it.
This tree produces apples every year. This tree produces apples every year.
Range. Range.
A range is a number or a set of similar things.
I saw a range of cars to choose from. I saw a range of cars to choose from.
Recognize. Recognize. To recognize something is to know it because you have seen it before.
I recognized an old friend from many years ago. I recognized an old friend from many years ago.
Regular. Regular. If something is regular, it happens often and in equal amounts of time.
Our regular lunchtime is around noon. Our regular lunchtime is around noon.
Sign. Sign. A sign is a notice giving information, directions, a warning, etc.
The sign indicated that today would be a bad day. The sign indicated that today would be a bad day.
Tip. Tip. A tip is a pointed end of something.
The tip of his pen was very sharp. The tip of his pen was very sharp.
Tradition. Tradition. A tradition is something people have been doing for a long time.
Marriage is a tradition all over the world. Marriage is a tradition all over the world.
Trash. Trash. Trash is waste material or unwanted or worthless things.
Please take out the trash. It smells bad. Please take out the trash. It smells bad.
Wide. Wide. If something is wide, it is large from side to side.
The door was as wide as my arms. The door was as wide as my arms.
Advice. Advice. Advice is an opinion about what to do.
I don't know how to study for my exams. Can you give me some advice? I don't know how to study for my exams. Can you give me some advice?
Along. Along. Along means to move from one part of a road, river, etc. to another.
Walk along this tunnel for 10 minutes and you'll see a door on the left. Walk along this tunnel for 10 minutes and you'll see a door on the left.
Attention. Attention. Attention is the notice, thought, or consideration of someone.
His work got the attention of 2 of his coworkers. His work got the attention of 2 of his coworkers.
Attract. Attract. To attract means to make a person or thing come closer or be interested.
The magnet attracted the metal. The magnet attracted the metal.
Climb. Climb. To climb means to use your hands and feet to go up on something.
The girls climbed to the top of the mountain. The girls climbed to the top of the mountain.
Drop. Drop. To drop is to fall or allow something to fall.
A small amount of water dropped from the bottle. A small amount of water dropped from the bottle.
Final. Final. If something is final, it is the last part.
In the final part of the film, the man and the woman got married. In the final part of the film, the man and the woman got married.
Further. Further. Further is used to say something is from a distance or time.
The escalator is further along than I thought. The escalator is further along than I thought.
Imply. Imply. To imply something is to suggest it without saying it.
The man implied that he wanted the job, but he didn't say so. The man implied that he wanted the job, but he didn't say so.
Maintain. Maintain. To maintain means to make something stay the same.
The balls maintain constant movement. The balls maintain constant movement.
Neither. Neither. You use neither to connect two negative statements.
Neither the pass on the left nor the pass on the right will lead us home. Neither the pass on the left nor the pass on the right will lead us home.
Otherwise. Otherwise. Otherwise means different or in another way.
It's good to stay active, otherwise you'll gain weight. It's good to stay active, otherwise you'll gain weight.
Physical. Physical. If something is physical, it is related to your body and not your mind.
Biking is good for your physical health. Biking is good for your physical health.
Prove. Prove. To prove something is to show that it is true.
My teacher proved the answer on the board. My teacher proved the answer on the board.
React. React. To react is to act in a certain way because of something that happened.
James reacted badly to the news. James reacted badly to the news.
Ride. Ride. To ride something is to travel on it. You can ride an animal, a bike, etc.
I will ride a roller coaster for the first time today. I will ride a roller coaster for the first time today.
Situated. Situated. If something is situated somewhere, it is in that place.
The whiteboard is situated between the two men. The whiteboard is situated between the two men.
Society. Society. Society is people and the way that they live.
Society expects people to be good and honest. Society expects people to be good and honest.
Standard. Standard. A standard is what people consider normal or good.
This older model TV is below our store standards. This older model TV is below our store standards.
Suggest. Suggest. To suggest something, means to give an idea or plan about it.
He suggested that we go to see his boss. He suggested that we go to see his boss.
Actually. Actually. Actually means in fact or really.
My dad looks a little mean, but actually he's very kind. My dad looks a little mean, but actually he's very kind.
Bite. Bite. Bite is the act of using your teeth to cut and tear into something.
The boy took a big bite out of his hamburger. The boy took a big bite out of his hamburger.
Coast. Coast. The coast is the land by an ocean.
I stayed on the southern coast of Australia. I stayed on the southern coast of Australia.
Deal. Deal. A deal is an agreement that you have with another person.
I made a deal with the other company to give us some money. I made a deal with the other company to give us some money.
Desert. Desert. The desert is an area of land without many plants or water.
Not many plants grow in the desert. Not many plants grow in the desert.
Earthquake. Earthquake. An earthquake is a shaking movement of the ground.
The building shook during the earthquake. The building shook during the earthquake.
Effective. Effective. If something is effective, it works well.
Swimming is an effective way to stay healthy. Swimming is an effective way to stay healthy.
Examine. Examine. To examine something is to look at it carefully.
The doctor examined my eyes today. The doctor examined my eyes today.
False. False.
If something is false, it is not correct.
If you think the answer is false, press the red button. If you think the answer is false, press the red button.
Gift. Gift. A gift is something you give someone.
Dave received many gifts for Christmas. Dave received many gifts for Christmas.
Hunger. Hunger. Hunger is the feeling that you get when you need to eat.
After playing all day long, he was filled with hunger. After playing all day long, he was filled with hunger.
Imagine. Imagine. To imagine something is to think of it in your mind.
Sally imagined herself winning lots of money. Sally imagined herself winning lots of money.
Journey. Journey. A journey is a long trip.
I went on a journey across the country with my parents. I went on a journey across the country with my parents.
Puzzle. Puzzle. A puzzle is something that is hard to understand.
The question was a puzzle to him. The question was a puzzle to him.
Quite. Quite. Quite is used to say that something is complete or very much.
I think typing on a keyboard is quite easy. I think typing on a keyboard is quite easy.
Rather. Rather. Rather is used when you want to do one thing but not the other.
I would rather have the red one than the blue one. I would rather have the red one than the blue one.
Specific. Specific. If something is specific, it is precise or exact.
Please choose a specific place on the map. Please choose a specific place on the map.
Tour. Tour. A tour is a short trip in which you see many sights.
I took a tour of Asia and Europe. I took a tour of Asia and Europe.
Trip. Trip. A trip is a journey to a certain place.
Ken took a trip to the city yesterday. Ken took a trip to the city yesterday.
Value. Value.
If something has value, it is worth a lot of money.
Matthew found a treasure of very high value. Matthew found a treasure of very high value.
Band. Band. A band is a group of people who play music.
My brother is in a rock band. My brother is in a rock band.
Barely. Barely. Barely means by the smallest amount, almost not.
I barely had enough money to pay for my bus ticket. I barely had enough money to pay for my bus ticket.
Boring. Boring. If something is boring, it is not fun.
I think the internet is boring. I think the internet is boring.
Cancel. Cancel. To cancel means to decide that an event or a request will not happen.
She canceled the rest of her plans because of the rain. She canceled the rest of her plans because of the rain.
Driveway. Driveway. A driveway is a short private road that leads to a person's home.
The long driveway led us to their new house. The long driveway led us to their new house.
Garbage. Garbage. Garbage is waste material like unwanted or spoiled food, bottles, paper, etc.
The boy cleaned up the garbage around his house. The boy cleaned up the garbage around his house.
Instrument. Instrument. An instrument is something designed to do a certain task, like music.
My favorite musical instrument is the piano. My favorite musical instrument is the piano.
List. List. A list is a record of information printed with an item on each line.
My mom makes a list of groceries to buy. My mom makes a list of groceries to buy.
Magic. Magic. Magic is the power to do impossible things.
The magician used magic to pull a rabbit out of his hat. The magician used magic to pull a rabbit out of his hat.
Message. Message. A message is a set of words that you send to someone.
I left a message for you in the envelope. I left a message for you in the envelope.
Notice. Notice. To notice something is to see it for the first time.
Did you notice the view? Did you notice the view?
Own. Own. To own something means to have it. That thing belongs to you.
My grandfather owns that house. My grandfather owns that house.
Predict. Predict.
To predict something is to say that it will happen.
She predicted that I would get married next year. She predicted that I would get married next year.
Professor. Professor. A professor is a person who teaches in college.
Mike's science professor knows a lot about physics. Mike's science professor knows a lot about physics.
Rush. Rush. To rush is to go somewhere or do something very quickly.
Nancy rushed to finish her homework. Nancy rushed to finish her homework.
Schedule. Schedule. A schedule is a plan that tells you when to do things.
What is your class schedule for today? What is your class schedule for today?
Share. Share. To share something is to give some of it to another person.
Jimmy shared his apple with me. Jimmy shared his apple with me.
Stage. Stage.
A stage is a place where actors or musicians act or sing.
A large screen was on the stage. A large screen was on the stage.
Storm. Storm. A storm is very bad weather. There is a lot of rain or snow.
Did that storm wake you up last night? Did that storm wake you up last night?
Within. Within. You use within to say that something is inside another thing.
Within the box, there was a pizza. Within the box, there was a pizza.
Advertise. Advertise. To advertise is to tell people about something on TV, radio, etc.
They used a rabbit to help them advertise their product. They used a rabbit to help them advertise their product.
Assign. Assign. To assign something to someone is to tell them to do it.
I assigned the worker an important task. I assigned the worker an important task.
Audience. Audience. An audience is a group of people who watch something together.
There was a large audience at the game. There was a large audience at the game.
Breakfast. Breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day.
I eat breakfast at 8 every morning. I eat breakfast at 8 every morning.
Competition. Competition. A competition is a contest to see who is the best at something.
He won the running competition over the weekend. He won the running competition over the weekend.
Cool. Cool. If the weather is cool, it is a little bit cold.
The weather is cool in the fall. The weather is cool in the fall.
Gain. Gain. If you gain something, you get more of it.
I gained some weight over the summer. I gained some weight over the summer.
Importance. Importance. Importance means the quality or condition of being needed or valued.
VIPs are people of great importance. VIPs are people of great importance.
Knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge is information that you have about something.
A music teacher should have good knowledge of music. A music teacher should have good knowledge of music.
Major. Major. If something is major, it is big or important.
I have a major problem. My boss wants me to redo my project. I have a major problem. My boss wants me to redo my project.
Mean. Mean. Mean describes someone who is unkind or cruel.
My coworker is a very mean person. He gets angry very quickly. My coworker is a very mean person. He gets angry very quickly.
Prefer. Prefer. If you prefer something, you want it more than something else.
I prefer to take the path that will lead me to a bright future. I prefer to take the path that will lead me to a bright future.
President. President. A president is the leader of a country.
The president of our country made an important announcement. The president of our country made an important announcement.
Progress. Progress. Progress is the act of getting closer to doing or finishing something.
Our company made financial progress this year. Our company made financial progress this year.
Respect. Respect. Respect is a good opinion of someone because they are good.
I have great respect for firemen. I have great respect for firemen.
Rich. Rich. If you are rich, you have a lot of money.
He's rich. He can buy anything he wants. He's rich. He can buy anything he wants.
Skill. Skill. A skill is the knowledge and ability that allows you to do something well.
A snowboarder must have the right skills to do well. A snowboarder must have the right skills to do well.
Somehow. Somehow. Somehow means in a way or by some means which is not known.
He somehow had to find a way to reach the life preserver. He somehow had to find a way to reach the life preserver.
Strength. Strength. Strength is the physical power that you have.
Exercising will increase your strength and give you more power. Exercising will increase your strength and give you more power.
Vote. Vote. To vote is to officially choose between two or more things.
I voted for Billy to be our class president. I voted for Billy to be our class president.
Above. Above. If something is above, it is at a higher level than something else.
He straightened the sign that was above the crowd. He straightened the sign that was above the crowd.
Ahead. Ahead. If something is ahead of something else, it is in front of it.
The blue car drove on ahead of us. The blue car drove on ahead of us.
Amount. Amount. An amount is how much there is of something.
Can I use my card to pay for the entire amount? Can I use my card to pay for the entire amount?
Belief. Belief. A belief is a strong feeling that something is correct or true.
A preacher or priest should have a strong belief in God. A preacher or priest should have a strong belief in God.
Center. Center. The center of something is the middle of it.
The center of a dartboard is the most important spot. The center of a dartboard is the most important spot.
Common. Common. If something is common, it happens often or there is much of it.
It is common for snow to fall in the winter. It is common for snow to fall in the winter.
Cost. Cost. To cost is to require expenditure or payment.
These designer shoes cost more than the regular ones. These designer shoes cost more than the regular ones.
Demonstrate. Demonstrate.
To demonstrate something is to show how it is done.
She demonstrated her plan to her coworkers. She demonstrated her plan to her coworkers.
Different. Different. Different describes someone or something that is not the same as others.
Each of my sisters has a different hairstyle from one another. Each of my sisters has a different hairstyle from one another.
Evidence. Evidence. Evidence is a fact or thing that you use to prove something.
He used the pictures as evidence that UFOs are real. He used the pictures as evidence that UFOs are real.
Honesty. Honesty. Honesty means the quality of being truthful or honest.
A courtroom should be a place of honesty. A courtroom should be a place of honesty.
Idiom. Idiom. An idiom is a phrase with a meaning different from its words.
The idiom, when pigs fly, means that something will never happen. The idiom, when pigs fly, means that something will never happen.
Independent. Independent. If something is independent, it is not controlled by something else.
She chose to live an independent life in the country. She chose to live an independent life in the country.
Inside. Inside. Inside means the inner part, space, or side of something.
The inside of the box was empty. The inside of the box was empty.
Master. Master. A master is a person who is very good at something.
My brother is a master of Taekwondo. My brother is a master of Taekwondo.
Memory. Memory. A memory is something you remember.
The memory of my first time in the city will always be the best. The memory of my first time in the city will always be the best.
Proper. Proper. If something is proper, it is right.
It is not proper to throw your garbage on the road. It is not proper to throw your garbage on the road.
Scan. Scan. To scan something is to look at it very carefully.
You must scan each person closely. You must scan each person closely.
Section. Section. A section is a part of something larger.
The green section of the graph is the most important part. The green section of the graph is the most important part.
Surface. Surface. The surface of something is the top part or outside of it.
The surface of the moon is very rough. The surface of the moon is very rough.